Back. Welcome
right,
back
guys,
to Atlanta. Fifth place
serving,
semifinals. Rivalry match, Dave. Marco Chavez serving to Luis Cordova. These two have a long history together, Dave. And you're going to see a different Marcos than you saw.
That's an avoidable.
And Marcos already starting here.
He stepped into it.
Referee did give an avoidable there.
Wow.
And why will you see it different here?
Well, Marcos went into the last match in his mind thinking he had no chance to win. And when you have that mentality, you're not going to be that competitive.
See, I look at it different. I think what he was doing was positioning himself, much like the Korean
Side out.
badminton team in the Olympics a couple years ago, where you
I
set
agree
yourself
with you.
up for the rankings. I think he now knows that he would be in a higher position than Emmett, so he needed to win this match, knowing that if
he saved himself for this match.
Yeah, because let's say you lose 11 or 15 to 13 breaker or something.
Yeah.
And you gave it your all, then you don't have anything for this match. So I think this is what his focus is. He knows that if he wins this, he's assured to be past Emmett, and they're big rivals in California. Trust me, when the rankings come out, Marcos will make it his profile picture. That's how important it is.
Play it again.
Oh, and Marcos talks him into that call.
0 serves 1.
Luis Cordova, by his own admission, Dave, talking to him between matches here today, said,
Side out.
I am not playing good. I didn't play well yesterday. I didn't play well today against Sean. And yet he still got a chance for 5th place. And you remember Marcos beat Luis Cordova less than a year ago in New Orleans. Marcos had 2 pints of ice cream before that match and still won a tiebreaker.
0 serves 1. Side out. 1 serves 0. Short. Second serve.
Dave, we could be in for a long one. We've seen a bunch of pretty quick matches since the first 2, but this one could go the distance.
Well, not only that, but I actually think
2 serves 0.
I think that you're going to see all the shenanigans from Marcos here.
I
think this referee doesn't know what he's in for also. I mean, he's a tough hombre. He had to deal with you earlier today. He's a lawyer. And there's another ball that hits Luis Cordova. But he's going to see some things, and I think, we hope that it's fair play, but
0 serves 2.
I see this one as highly more competitive than most would probably put on paper.
Point.
Based on the fact that Luis has admitted that he hasn't played well. Marcos needs the points, wants the points.
Well, Luis is already looking better here than he did in his first 2 matches.
Point.
And remember, Luis did not play between Vegas and here, so he needed those 2 matches to warm up.
2 serves 2.
And that's really the rule as a handball player. If you get 2 hard matches in, you're kind of back to where you were after a layoff. And look at that left from Luis Cordova, who's already hit 3 left-handed kills early in this 1-game match to 25.
3 serves 2.
That's a crack.
Second serve.
You say, well, Marco Chavez makes a terrible error there, but at 43 years old, how does he play so many matches? But he's playing in half as many as he normally would, because usually he's also in a senior race event at the same time.
Second serve.
You know that you could actually play in the senior race, Dave. And have you thought about it?
I have. I will not.
But then you would be playing for the money. That would be the only reason why you'd want to.
I don't believe in age division play.
5 serves 2.
You play the best or you don't play at all.
I don't either. That's why you don't see me doing it.
Side out. Two serves 5.
Wish that was my excuse.
And Marcos with a 12-mile-per-hour crack serve ace
3 serves 5.
I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
And here's a setup, but goes back to the roof. This is where Marcos is so deadly off the back wall.
Point.
And you saw it there, Dave.
Yeah.
Still one of the best back
4
wall
serves 5.
artists in the game.
Well, since every ball has technically almost makes it back there.
Yeah.
More than 50%. He's going to have a need. Someone's going to have a need for him to stay on the Pro Tour. Let's put it that way.
And Luis
Point.
with an error there. So Cordova builds a nice 5-2 little cushion, but quickly
5 serves
erased
5.
by Marcos Chavez, who kicked it off this comeback with that crack serve ace. 12 miles per hour, I'm told. Terrible shot there.
12 is nothing.
Side out.
And Marcos runs in and just dumps that into the ground. Easy shot there. Unforced there. I'll circle that one on my card. I know it's early to bring out the red.
Yeah, it's way too
5
early.
serves 5.
But at 5-5, Marcos was down 2-5. He was on a nice run. Let's see what happens here after that error.
Well, I think all the stats go out the window once they get to the halftime, because that halftime
5 serves 5.
monkey
Yeah, right.
gets rid of all those circles on the scorecard. Sometimes.
Dave, you hear it a lot in college football.
point.
They talk about rivalry week. This is kind of a rivalry week
6 serves
match.
5.
Easy for you to say.
I can't say it. That's the problem.
Point.
And Dave, it seems like, and the Cordovas are the greatest. Everyone will tell you that.
7
But
serves
it
5.
seems like just about everybody has rivalries with them. They win against them. They lose against them. They're these guys that are capable of going to the finals or capable of losing in the first round. And they've had losses against everybody, and then they'll beat everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I look at myself. Danny and I have played 4 times. He's won twice, and I've won twice.
Sure.
Luis and I have our last 6 matches. He's won 3. I've won 3.
And
So I've got a 2-headed rival.
So it seems like everybody's sort of got the same sort of record.
And Marcos, the same thing.
Point.
A
And
2-headed
Marcos
rival, is that what you said?
I've got the 2-headed rival. Marcos does also.
2-headed rival
9
and a
serves
split
5.
personality.
Sure.
That's
but my
a good track
2-headed
record.
rival now look identical.
Almost, they do. I mean,
Second.
they're
They never
morphing
looked
into
alike
each other.
before, and now you can't tell them apart.
They moved
One
in with each
summer
other
of
and
growing their hair.
I know, and I've seen them in 2 straight tournaments, and I can't tell who's who anymore.
I was looking at one playing and still called Luis by the wrong name.
Yeah. Marcos is just pushing Luis
Played
around
again.
the court here, and they're going to play that over. Marcos had the open shot there.
And
He
right
has-
now,
Serves
Marco's
5.
not complaining because he's got the lead. But let's see what happens if this gets a little tighter. What kind of shenanigans start?
Well, you can only imagine the worst of all kinds. But giving the benefit of the doubt, right now he doesn't need to.
What a get there from
That's
Marcos.
amazing. And
That's creative and amazing.
But he's back into the red carpet here. And then he misses
Right
that
up.
by a 1/10 of an inch.
And Luis Cordova is going to try and grind his way into this match.
5 serves 9.
He's going to try and keep these rallies alive and hope
Short.
that his kill shot arrives.
Second serve.
His kill shot, Dave, is still somewhere off of Interstate I-85, which is where he lives.
He thought about leaving his feet there. Decided against it. Listen to the score here.
6 serves 9.
Within striking distance.
And Marcos dips another
Point.
one into the right corner. That's a tough shot to hit into the right corner when it just does come off that
7
right side
serves
wall.
9.
And you're on the run going into that wall. That's,
You
I mean,
see
the
a lot of
angle's
guys miss that shot.
rough.
You call it an error, but really the error is the judgment
Point.
going for it. Now a quick run here for Luis Cordova, who's back in this match.
8 serves 9.
What a shot there from Marcos, who's fading away with the left hand, Dave.
I thought you got it.
No argument. Marcos watching this on the TV here.
I thought did Luis call two bounces?
The door closed? Okay.
9 serves 9.
Big setup here. Luis with the little reverse, excuse me, a natural hook over on that right side. And
Point.
it was enough to kind of eat up Marcos.
10 serves 9.
Nice start for Marcos, but that's gone away here. Luis Cordova now with the lead.
Also, all of your red circles mean nothing now. It's a new game.
Well, Marcos just cannot keep the ball on the wall. He's just making so many errors now. Already 4 right-hand kill shot
9.
attempt errors for Marcos.
Side out.
And he does the reverse announcer's curse there.
9 serves 11. Point. 10 serves 11. Play it again.
Score here is 10 to 11.
Point.
Great shot there from Marcos. Pins Luis behind him. And then
11
finds the
serves
right
11.
corner. Tied at 11 here, Dave.
That's a big setup here for Luis. The
Side
ball
out.
just falls right into a strike zone.
Eleven serves 11.
Big setup here.
Should be a timeout call here soon from Marcos.
12 serves 11. Point. 13 serves 11. Side out.
Marcos has been very effective with his left hand off the back wall.
11 serves 13. Short.
And here's the timeout,
Sure.
I believe. Not quite sure why the referee said sure, but so maybe it's an equipment issue. Can I wipe off my eye guards or some type of question like that? We still have the men's semifinals tonight in the pro division. It's 4:33 or so here in the Eastern time zone, and I believe the men's semifinals starts.
11 serves 13.
Dave, I know you have this always memorized. I was thinking 4:45, but I could be off. It's at 5 o'clock.
Point.
Big power hop there from Marcos. He drives the ball just a foot short of Luis and hops the ball away from him.
12 serves 13. Point.
Marcos did kind of all he could do there, so close to the front wall and the side wall.
13 serves 13. Short.
We're all together at 13 here.
You sense
Second
here,
serve.
David, it's not really going to matter who has the lead at halftime. This match is so close. Another error there from Marcos.
13 serves 13.
I like that return. This is a big setup, Dave.
Set up.
Not sure what Marcos was aiming for there, but it worked.
13 serves 13.
get from Luis Cordova.
13 serves 13. Short. Second serve. Point. Fourteen serves 13.
Luis with halftime point. Should close out this first half here. A bad bounce off the back wall, but he played it.
Play it again. Fourteen serves 13. Short. Second serve. Side out. Thirteen serves 14.
This rally is still going for somehow.
How could it be?
Cordova all over the court there, lunging, re-kill. What a point.
14 serves 13. Short. Second serve.
Wow. Marcos on the run. Right hand, running kill.
13 serves 14.
It's a battle going into halftime here, Dave. Tons of side outs. Marcos can't get that point.
14 serves 13.
I think we both knew that this was going to be a battle. And Luis Cordova does not want to lose against Marcos.
No.
And I don't know anybody on tour who does. For some reason, he's a lot like you in that sense that when players play you, they bring the best they possibly have.
13 serves 14.
And then Marcos, depending on what the situation is, if he doesn't want to lose, he doesn't. I mean, he really has more willpower than a lot of people I've seen. If you get rid of that Killian Carroll match happened earlier.
14 serves 13. Halftime.
It's about time halftime
3 minutes.
took place. Luis Cordova finally getting that 15th point, now 15-13. We have a 3-minute break, right? Is it 3? Yeah, 4 minutes now. 4-minute break. And then we'll be back for the conclusion of this one. And then at 5 o'clock, it's the semifinals between Daniel Cordova and Mondo Ortiz. And after that, it'll be Sean Lenning and Killian Carroll. That's going to be fun. Yeah. Stick around for all of that stuff here. As Race for 8 Atlanta, the Peachtree Open Ron Cook Memorial will continue. We'll be back in a couple minutes here at racefor8.com. And we are back here in Atlanta, Georgia for the WPH Race for 8. This is the semifinals of the 5th place playoffs between 43-year-old Marco Chavez and Luis Cordova.
All right.
16 years separates these two.
Let's play ball. 15 serves 13. Short. Second serve.
Nice to see Keith Hernandez made it here to the facility. Nice dig right there from Marcos. Not sure how he got his hand underneath that, but he swings and almost misses on that first one. There's a point now for Luis Cordova.
16 serves 13.
16 to 13.
Point. Seventeen serves 13. Short.
Luis Cordova starting to
Second
separate
serve.
himself here in this match. Marcos
Set out.
puts that right on the wall.
Thirteen serves 17. Thank you.
Quick side out and point
14 serves 17.
for Marcos.
And he needed that point because
Sure.
it's been about a 15-minute drought.
Second serve.
Dave, would you say Marcos hits more fish shots than anybody on the tour?
No,
Set up.
but he might use it to his advantage more.
17 serves 14.
A guy like Ryan Bowler seems to, but I guess if you don't qualify, you're not really on tour. But he is touring. I think he hits more than anybody.
Point.
Are you seeing a lot of fish shots?
I see Marcos hitting all different types of fish shots. Overhand, sidearm, underhand.
Well,
with both hands.
I would say that Sean Linney does
18
as
serves
well.
14.
They're like the little fist punch shots.
Set out. 14 serves 18.
14 to 18, Marcos trying to get
Sure.
a couple points here.
Second serve.
Marcos hits
Point,
the deck,
or
but
side
that
out.
ball too hot to reach.
It's nothing worse than putting your all into it and then coming up
18
short.
serves 14.
18 to 14, going to 25, win by 2. This is to continue the tournament. No shenanigans at all from these players, just opposite of what I predicted would happen. There's a screen, no call. So I feel a little better.
Set out.
Maybe not.
$14 serves 18. $15 serves 18. Short. Second serve.
That time Marcos comes up with it, and he's not going to catch that one.
Set out.
Again, frustrating when you go down for a shot like that and don't win the rally.
18 serves 15.
At this age.
Point. Nineteen serves 15. Point.
Deep kill from Cordova there brings him to 20. Now just 5
20
points
serves
from
15.
winning this match and making the 5th place final. And another error from Marcos, who stopped by the booth at halftime and said, "I'm just making too many mistakes."
And you agreed with him.
Yeah. Well, that was what I saw early in that first half. Marcos not able to take advantage of some of his opportunities. But Luis Cordova has stepped up. He's playing very well right now.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
This is the
check
timeout.
New ball? Oh, thought maybe possibly they had a new ball.
$20 seconds. Play resumes. 21 serves 15.
Nice shot there. Dug out though. How did that ball pop up that Marcos hit underhand? That shouldn't do that.
Yeah, well,
the ball spins out of your hand differently.
Yeah, there appear to be some inconsistencies up there with the front wall where the floor meets the wall. And sometimes when you expect the ball to roll, it does pop up. And I saw that quite a bit while refereeing.
See, he's saying to the referee he believes it's a bad bounce. I mean, because the ball did pop up like that.
Yeah, I know. It's 22-15. Yeah. 22-15.
The writing's pretty much on the wall here for Marcos.
Yes.
Short. Second serve.
And that ball hits an inch high and does not pop up.
15 serves 22.
You have to be in there with Luis Cordova just to understand how many balls he tracks down.
Ooh, that's a flat mouse. Over
Point.
Hand over the top. Little smile there from Marcos.
16 serves 22. Side out. 22 serves 16.
And another great get from Cordova, who's now in control of the rally.
Point.
Well, Marcos knows what he did wrong during this match, I believe.
23 serves 16.
Well, right now, he's allowed Cordova to get into his groove, tracking down everything.
Second serve.
And those errors are going to flow when you're playing against somebody who's making so many great gets. Now
Point.
a first strike kill for Cordova takes him to match point.
24 serves 16.
And this should be it right here, and it is.
That's the match.
Luis Cordova
Nice game, guys.
now moves on to the 5th place final as Marcos finds himself the loser here in this semifinal, but really a good tournament for Marcos Chavez. Once again, making it into this 5th place playoff was really, I think, one of the hardest things to do in the Race for 8 Tour. Yeah, I always say that there's so many different levels here on the tour, Dave. You can try to qualify. If you can't do that, you could try to go for that 17th and get that ranking point and a little bit of cash. If you do qualify, you want to make it past that first round. And, of course, if you can do that, there's a lot of little things that can happen along the way. Right. And one of those is let's try to at least make it into that 5th place playoff bracket if you do lose. But, of course, there's a plateau of the semifinals, then make it to the finals. And it's rare to actually win one of these finals or even make it to the finals. How many different players have made it to a final of the Race for 8?
I believe 14.
14 different players in the Race for 8 final. Mm-hmm. How many different players have won it?
I believe 8.
Okay, so there's still another, out of those 14 players, there's 6 of those that still have that as their thing that they would like to achieve.
Right.
It's a lot of different tiers here. We are going to take a break. Danny Cordova is going to try to go into a special tier, make it to the finals. His brother, Luis, who we just saw, made it to the finals of Salt Lake City. Danny now wants to do it. That's one of his goals. We'll see if he can do it next against Armando Ortiz as we have the men's semifinals of the elite bracket coming up next. Stick around. We'll have more handball here at race48.com.